Welcome back students. Let us continue the generation of computers. So in a previous video we have seen first, second and third generation of computers. So now we will continue with fourth generation of computers. From 1972 to till today, till present, the systems, whatever the systems were introduced, so that all the systems comes under fourth generation of computers from 1972 to present systems. So here there are some features of that fourth generation of computers. The fourth generation computers, that is the present day computers what we are using, so that all systems comes under fourth generation, are based on very large scale integrated circuits called microprocessors. So present day systems what we are using, so that all the systems are based on very large scale integrated circuits, so that is microprocessor. We are using microprocessors in a CPU. High capacity magnetic disks are used to store data. To store the information, to store the data in a systems, they used high capacity magnetic disk, means hard disk. Input is done through keyboard, mouse, scanner, etc. To give the input for these systems, we can use keyboard, we can use mouse, or we can use scanner, or we can use microphone, joystick. Many input devices can be used to give the input for these systems. Besides monitor and printer, various new devices such as plotters and speakers have evolved as output devices. For getting the output, we have a monitor, we have a printer, so that was available in third generation systems also. But so along with that monitor and printer, there are some different devices, various devices introduced, that is plotters. So plotters will be used to print the flex or banners, or speakers to get the audio output, or projectors, okay, to get the output screen in a bigger size. So these are the devices. These devices can be used to get the output. These computers can be linked together to share storage capacity, space, data, etc. So these fourth generation systems, fourth generation computers can be used to share the information from one system to another system. You can share your storage capacity, you can share your data, you can share the space. Okay? Sharing means networking. So networking can be done. The use of microprocessors resulted in decreased size and increased efficiency. By using this microprocessor, the size of that systems got decreased like anything, and the efficiency means performance of that systems got increased like anything. These computers are portable. Portable in the sense, easily you can carry from one place to another place. It's not too much large to keep it in only single place. Easily these systems can be carried. That is portable. Reliable in the sense, so that can be easily purchased by anyone, and cheapest among all the other generations. So compared to first, second and third generation, so these fourth generation computers are very cheaper. The examples of fourth generation computers are Apple Macintosh, IBM PC, etc. Some examples are Apple Macintosh, that is Apple company. IBM is another company. IBM, the full form of IBM is International Business Machine. PC means personal computer. Okay, so these are some examples of fourth generation computers. Next comes fifth generation, present and beyond. The present systems what you are using, that systems, and beyond in the sense, the which type of systems are going to come, so that is beyond systems. Fifth generation computers involve artificial intelligence. So this fifth generation computers are involved in artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence in the sense, now we need to give the instruction for the systems, but the scientists are trying to introduce the such type of systems that system itself should do the works. So artificially intelligence, where computers can behave, think and react in the same way as human do. Okay, so now they are trying to develop like how humans are behaving, how humans are thinking, how humans are reacting, how human beings are taking the decisions. So in such a way, so they are trying to introduce this fifth generation of computers. These computers are still in development, so not at release, so still it is under development. through there are some applications such as voice recognition that are being used today. So among from that, so there is one example, so there is one application, voice recognition. So Google voice recognition already we are using to give the command, we are using voice assistant. So by using voice assistants you can give the commands and it reads your information, your input, and it gives the result according to your input. The goal of 5th generation computing is to develop devices that respond to natural language input and to imitate human reasoning. The goal of this 5th generation is to use the natural language what human beings are using, so that natural language, and imitate means imitating in the sense like acting as it is, how humans are doing in the same way. Imitating means making a acting like a human beings only, so that is imitation. Okay, so imitate human reasoning. So that was the more main focus of this 5th generation of computers. Okay, now here I am going to stop this session. So in the next video, in the next class, we will see characteristics of computer. Thank you students for watching this video.